Hi, my name is Anuj Gupta. I'm an entrepreneur, mentor, and advisor. I'm the founder of Tag Investments, a wealth management and taxation services firm. Today, we are going to talk about National Pension Scheme, formerly known as NPS. So, NPS is a pension scheme launched by Government of India, and it is regulated by PFRDA. That's Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority. Anybody in the age group of 18 to 65 years of age can enroll into NPS. Who manages these NPS funds? So it works like mutual funds. So we have fund managers in mutual funds. So in NPS we have somebody called as pension fund managers. So almost 6 to 7 pension fund managers exist as of today, and they are adding on like Birla Sun Life, UTI, LIC, SBI, HDFC. What are the different types of accounts in NPS? So we have Tier 1 and we have Tier 2. So Tier 1 is the account which has a lock-in up to 60 years of your age, and Tier 2 has no lock-in and you can withdraw money anytime as per your wish, and you can add up to your retirement kitty in Tier 2. In Tier 1, generally up to 50,000 rupees you can put in Tier 1 and enjoy a additional tax benefit under Section 80C over and above 80C of 1.5 lakh rupees. So that's 1.5 lakhs rupees in the traditional products like LICs, ELSS, Children's Fee, and so on and so forth. Once you have exhausted your 1.5 lakh rupees, you can put an additional 50,000 rupees in Tier 1 in NPS to avail the income tax benefit over and above 1.5 lakhs. How do you register for NPS account? So operationally, you need to have a PAN card, Aadhaar card, a cancelled check, a passport size photograph, and if it's through us, we operate some in an account called eWealth. So we are. Hi, my name is Anuj Gupta. I'm an entrepreneur, mentor, and advisor. I'm the founder of Tag Investments, a wealth management and taxation services firm. Today we are going to talk about National Pension Scheme, formerly known as NPS. So NPS is a pension scheme launched by Government of India, and it is regulated by PFRDA. That's Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority. Anybody in the age group of 18 to 65 years of age can enroll into NPS. Who manages these NPS funds? So it works like mutual funds. So we have fund managers in mutual funds. So in NPS we have somebody called as pension fund managers. So almost 6 to 7 pension fund managers exist as of today, and they are adding on like Birla Sun Life, UTI, LIC, SBI, HDFC. What are the different types of accounts in NPS? So we have Tier 1 and we have Tier 2. So Tier 1 is the account which has a lock-in up to 60 years of your age, and Tier 2 has no lock-in and you can withdraw money anytime as per your wish, and you can add up to your retirement kitty in Tier 2. In Tier 1, generally up to 50,000 rupees you can put in Tier 1 and enjoy a additional tax benefit under Section 80C over and above 80C of 1.5 lakh rupees. So that's 1.5 lakhs rupees in the traditional products like LICs, ELSS, Children's Fee, and so on and so forth. Once you have exhausted your 1.5 lakh rupees, you can put an additional 50,000 rupees in Tier 1 in NPS to avail the income tax benefit over and above 1.5 lakhs. How do you register for NPS account? So operationally, you need to have a PAN card, Aadhaar card, a cancelled check, a passport size photograph, and if it's through us, we operate some in an account called eWealth. So we are registered NPS advisors, so you can open an eWealth account with us and get yourself registered in NPS. So we can share you the self-help file post this. What are the payment modes available? So as of now, we work with few banks like Axis Bank, SBI, HDFC, ICICI, to name few, where you can open an account in NPS, and these are the banks which we operate through. So you should be meaning that you should be having these savings accounts to open an NPS account via eWealth. So what are the investment options available under NPS? So there is something called as auto choice and active choice. So once you're registering in NPA, so you will come across this terminology auto choice and active choice. By default, if you want to make life simple for you, you can just choose auto choice. Under auto choice, you have three categories. One is conservative, moderate, and aggressive. So conservative typically will have a 25% equity exposure and rest will be in corporate bonds and government bonds. A moderate fund will have a 50% equity exposure and rest 50% in corporate and government bonds. And an aggressive fund, aggressive auto choice will have a 75% equity exposure and rest 25% divided into corporate and government bonds. So typically auto choice, what will happen is it starts with a higher equity exposure and then with age your equity exposure keeps going down. So that's called auto choice. Active choice is something which you become your own fund manager of your NPS account and you're choosing as to you want to be aggressive. So again, something like a 75% at max you can choose in equity asset class, and rest 25 can be divided into something called as corporate bonds, government bonds, and there is an asset class by the name of alternative asset class, where alternative asset class typically one can invest say 5% of your corpus, where alternative asset classes invest in REITs, that's the real estate asset class, and something like commercial papers in REITs. So when we come to NPS, they also one wants to understand what are the charges and what are the registrations and transaction charges. So typically when you register for NPS, so there's a 200 plus GST, which is approximately 230 to 40 odd rupees. That's the initial account charges, account opening charges. Then each time when you invest or contribute towards your NPS kitty, so you have to pay 20 rupees plus GST, which again comes to 23-24 odd rupees. So all in all, so 200 plus GST, that's for account opening, plus 20 plus GST, that's per transaction. So whenever you want to put money or contribute in the NPS account, so 20 rupees transaction charges will be deducted. So meaning the minimum amount typically starts with 1000 rupees. So at the time of registration, what you have to do is you have to choose tier 1, put 1000 rupees as your initial contribution, plus 200 rupees for your account opening, plus 20 rupees is the transaction charge. So approximately 1400 plus odd is the initial contribution, and then over a period of year you can contribute multiple times in tier 1 and submit to 50,000 rupees and avail that initial tax benefit, additional tax benefit. So you will also have something called as PRAN, that's the permanent retirement account number, which gets generated in T plus 1 day. So that meaning that if you're making a payment today, so probably typically in next 2 days, you will have something called as PRAN number generated for you, permanent retirement account number, and you also receive a kit, NPS kit to your address in 15-20 odd working days. Now some of the other operational support questions can we have a joint account? No, you cannot have a joint account. What if I want to change my address? What if I want to change my nominee? So all those. Hi, my name is Anuj Gupta. I'm an entrepreneur, mentor and advisor. I'm the founder of Tag Investments, a wealth management and taxation services firm. Today we are going to talk about National Pension Scheme, fondly known as NPS. So NPS is a pension scheme launched by Government of India and it is regulated by PFRDA. That's Pension Fund Regulatory Development Authority. Anybody in the age group of 18 to 65 years of age can enroll into NPS. Who manages these NPS funds? So it works like mutual funds. So we have fund managers in mutual funds. So in NPS, we have somebody called as pension fund managers. So almost 6 to 7 pension fund managers exist as of today, and they are adding on like Birla Sun Life, UTI, LIC, SBI, HDFC. What are the different types of accounts in NPS? So we have tier 1 and we have tier 2. So tier 1 is the account which has a lock-in up to 60 years of your age, and tier 2 has no lock-in and you can withdraw money anytime as per your wish, and you can add up to your retirement kitty in tier 2. In tier 1, generally up to 50,000 rupees you can put in tier 1 and enjoy a additional tax benefit under section 80C over and above 80C of 1.5 lakh rupees. So that's 1.5 lakhs rupees in the traditional products like LICs, ELSS, children's fee and so on and so forth. Once you have exhausted your 1.5 lakh rupees, you can put an additional 50,000 rupees in tier 1 in NPS to avail the income tax benefit over and above 1.5 lakhs. How do you register for NPS account? So operationally you need to have a PAN card, Aadhaar card, a cancelled check, a passport size photograph, and if it's through us, we operate some in an account called eWealth. So we are registered NPS advisors, so you can open an eWealth account with us and get yourself registered in NPS. So we can share you the self-help file post this. What are the payment modes available? So as of now we work with few banks like Axis Bank, SBI, HDFC, ICICI to name few, where you can open an account in NPS, and these are the banks which we operate through. So you should be meaning that you should be having these savings accounts to open an NPS account via eWealth. So what are the investment options available under NPS? So there is something called as auto choice and active choice. So once you're registering in NPS, so you will come across this terminology auto choice and active choice. By default, if you want to make life simple for you, you can just choose auto choice. Under auto choice, you have three categories. One is conservative, moderate and aggressive.